Good morning, bright eyes. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good because guess what? This is the last day of a section. That means there's civilization at the end. 7 days out in the woods, in the mountains. It's been great, but I need some rest in R&R. So yeah, I need to get to the general store, Kennedy Meadows General Store, before 5 o'clock, which is when it closes. So if I can get early, which is a little bit after 7, we can make it there by 3, I'd say, at least. And that gives me a couple of hours to get whatever I need to get. But yeah, and also I think I'm going to take a 0 day, either there or at Grumpy's down Triple Crown Outfitters the next day, tomorrow, because I've been hurting. Definitely different parts of my body are not doing so great. It's the hip when I'm sleeping. My left foot, the plantar fasciitis is coming back. And sometimes the knees are needing tweaking. So anyways, we're just going to get moving and enjoy this climb out of the South Fork of the Kern River. We go over this hill, the only climb of the day. And then downhill, we meet back the river and follow it all the way to Kennedy Meadows. So there you go. Have a great day. Hello, bright eyes. Here we are at Kennedy Meadow General Store, and nearby is the theater, which tonight is playing a feature, Silence of the Lambs. I did not consider that. If you can see right there, my tent is right next to it, so I'm going to have to watch Silence of the Lambs at some point. In the meantime, I did want to give you a summary of today's hike. It was actually a really interesting day, even though I'm still not happy with the scenery, but it's not as majestic or grand as the Sierra Crest itself. But interesting because of the transition zones. So I really felt the transition zones came through. One of my favorite plants or trees is the curly leaf mountain mahogany. And I started seeing it yesterday as we transitioned from the high zones to the low zones, and only in certain areas. And the reason why it's so cute, yeah, it does have little curly green leaves, but it also has those spiky, I want to say feathery strands that have twisted random patterns to them with fuzziness. And then when light hits it, they glow, or it looks like they've got snow on them. That was a good plant that I've not seen in a while. I think it's part of the transition. Who knows if we're going to see them again, but it's nice. And they also pile up all those feathers along the side of the trail, and that's maybe their seeding way. And the other thing I saw as interest, the first time, was my first cactus. Definitely the desert is coming. But I made it here. I got the burger. I drank lots of liquids. I feel great right now. Tomorrow I'm going to try to get down to Grumpy's and Triple Crown Outfitters and do a zero there, do a proper zero, because my back is aching, my neck, shoulders, and it just seems that weight of the canister, which is going bye-bye now, has been really brutal to me. So I'm looking forward to the next section. It's still going to be hot, but it's going to be a short one compared to what we've been doing. So in the meantime, because this is zero, you're catching up to me in real time by one day. So glad to have you along for this section. Let's see what the next one's like, okay? See you on the other side.